Men don't.
Men don't care. Beauty,
Okay,
loyalty, the end.
sure.
You know the guys that care how
Yeah.
much money a woman makes? The guys that are making
They're
30K
broke.
a year.
Only broke guys care. And I'll tell you another thing about love.
That's the truth.
I say this all the
See,
time.
okay, so you're coming from a love perspective, and I'm coming from a partnership perspective. And once you get past a certain amount of revenue, once you get past a certain amount of wealth, I'm not talking about rich people. I'm talking about rich people. I'm talking about wealthy people. Okay, wealthy people are not going to date lower than a certain level.
You're missing the biggest point here.
Okay.
If a woman loses her wealth and her ability to provide, it does not change where the man sees her. I got you, baby. It's fine. However, the other way around, if the woman is put in the breadwinner situation, which will inevitably do what? Put her in a leadership position,
Yes.
she will lose respect and attraction for that man.
100% of the time.
So your point doesn't make sense because you're trying to argue that at a certain level, socioeconomic. What I'm arguing is that in general, men don't care about a woman's socioeconomic status, even if he doesn't make that much money himself. If his girl loses her job, he's not going to lose attraction for her. He might get annoyed a little bit. He might say, damn, I got to pick up the bills. You should get a job, whatever. But he's not going to leave her on the fact that she doesn't make money. But the other way around, she will absolutely leave him on the fact that he doesn't make money.
Okay, so
attraction is not symmetrical.
Okay, so we're talking about two different things. You're talking
She's
about
talking about the
revenue.
elite.
Yeah.
But I also call bullshit because look at Princess Diana.
And
Checkmate.
and what happened to her?
Maybe Elizabeth killed her, but it didn't change what Charles wanted. But it didn't change what Charles wanted. Did it
Exactly.
change
It
Charles'
didn't
choice?
change what
No.
he wanted.
He picked her. He went down to wherever she was and brought her up. Men don't give a fuck.
But then
Men
he
don't
cheated.
care.
But
So,
then he
all men
cheated and
cheat.
then- Right, but then he publicly cheated, and then she left, and she was out of the equation
It didn't
because
matter.
she was
He
never
picked her.
that important.
Men don't cheat. They just exercise options, especially
That's
at a
it.
certain level.
He didn't pick her.
That proves my point.
Well, we never said that men don't have sex with other. The only
No,
difference
but that-
between a regular guy and a guy that has money is the guy that has money will probably go out there and actually fuck
Who
the
is
girl.
Prince Charles still with to this day?
I don't know who he's with.
He's with the lady that he cheated on Princess Diana with.
Okay, is that lady of lower socioeconomic status?
She's of the same socioeconomic status as he is.
Because he brought her up, correct?
No, she was more than Princess Diana.
What was she before?
She was, correct me if I'm wrong, but she was of.
If we're gonna use royalty,
elite. Yeah.
a king can marry a peasant and turn her into a queen. A queen won't even look a peasant's way. That's the
Boom.
difference.
Facts.
Men elevate women status-wise. Women do not elevate men status-wise because women don't even look that way.
Right.
So what are we arguing here?
Yeah.
So exactly to my point that okay, but it.
That's why celebrities date celebrities.
So y'all on to some
But yo,
pipe dream.
you know what I don't understand? You got three multimillionaires telling you how
this is
guys
wild,
think
bro.
you're saying we're wrong. I'm like, bro, we're telling you niggas don't care about money. It's like,
They
yo, you're
literally
hard.
don't
I'm
care.
not talking about money. I'm not
Have you
talking
seen
about
the
money.
movie?
When you say things about values like body count and you're talking about how women are composed in front of certain people and
Mhm.
how they manage themselves,
Yeah.
you're not going to find that woman, particularly, I'm sorry, on the corner of Calle Ocho.
Actually, you can. If
Yeah,
she's
you can.
raised well
Yeah.
by her parents, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And they're going to value that
Listen.
more than her socioeconomic status or her
Listen.
education.
Nobody cares.
Listen. Okay, but listen.
All right, listen.
Socioeconomic status is composed of two words: society and economics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have proven that society is part, yes, and economics is another part. So when you pick someone based on their society, like as in they're raised well, right? Okay, to a certain degree, economics is going to come into it because when you take this person that has the society aspect, as in raised
Have
well,
you ever had a dream that
Chris, let her finish, bro. Go ahead.
the economic status comes in when you take her somewhere and she doesn't know how to behave.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where you can train her. This is why younger women, going back to what I was going to say, this is why younger women are more desired because they're more impressionable. A man can teach his girl how to behave in certain situations. Men are okay with being mentors to their women.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what being a leader is.
Never, not never, as a man, looked at a woman and be like, you know what? I like her, but her table manners are shit. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Elevate her.
Nobody, we don't give a fuck. Nobody cares.
Even girls, the same thing.
Don't care.
It goes with the same. It's the same.
No, I care.
If I love
No.
sex, girl, I care.
I care.
Yeah,
I care.
If I
Yeah,
like
men
you,
don't
I
care.
like you. That's it. It's
I think we
embarrassing.
I care.
made this point earlier, but just so you know, ladies, men want very simple things: loyalty. You're not a hoe. feminine,
Beauty.
and you have peace for him. That's pretty much
You
it.
come from a good foundation. He'll elevate you and
Yeah.
he'll train you and make you a better girlfriend. I know some of you guys are saying, "Oh my God, train! That's so misogynistic." If you want to go and be a professional basketball player, you want to train for a boxing match, etc., you have to train, right? If you're with a
Okay.
higher status guy, you got to train as well.
Okay,
gotta
so who
elevate yourself.
who determines what higher status means? Because higher status for you is a definition that for someone else is on a completely different level.
The market decides,
Okay, so then who are you looking
and money
for?
money is one facet of that.
Okay, so then what really is at the the paradigm in between at the complete bottom of all of this is who are you looking for? You're saying you're a high value man and you're looking
I never
for
explicitly said that, but go ahead,
We're
continue. I'm
saying in
listening.
general
it was insinuated. Okay.
by somebody else.
It was insinuated that 3 multimillionaires were sitting here, and so you are insinuating that you are high value men. That is the topic of the conversation, right? What are you looking for? Correct. So when you take that into an account, right, you have to look for someone who is going to be trainable, one, like you said,
Coachable.
or coachable, right? Or someone who is going to be already your equal.
And that's where you're wrong, because men don't care about dating an equal. Women do. The issue here is that you keep using the female attraction triggers and trying to prescribe it to men, and I'm telling you, you're incorrect. Like you're saying, because women look for someone who's bare minimum, they're equal. Men don't care about that stuff. Why do you think that there's a bunch of 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, etc., on a boat, multi-million-dollar boat with a bunch of multimillionaires? They don't
If
give a shit about her
someone-
education or her income, but she's around higher tier men. Why?
Okay.
Because men value youth, beauty, and fertility. The other things you're mentioning, socioeconomic status, income, education, that comes after the fact. But she's got to be attractive in the first place to even get her foot through the door.
Okay,
That's why
so
I've
she
always said
gets her
there's
foot
nothing
through the
worse.
door.
There's nothing worse than an educated woman that's ugly that makes money, because she's never going to get a chance.
Okay, so the woman
Or
who
one that
gets her
doesn't know
foot
when to
through the
shut
door.
Misogyny.
woman
So is a woman on OnlyFans
The
coachable
woman
for
who
a
gets her
relationship?
foot, the woman who gets her foot in the door
could
has
happen.
the kids, and then she
Just
gets
the past might be a
divorced.
problem for some people.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Because you speak about coachable and
You
you,
don't
can help
ask.
these women.
You don't ask. You value yourself. They don't value you unless you value yourself.
What are you
Oh,
saying?
I never know what she's saying.
Yeah, I know what she's saying,
Like, every
bro.
time she talks, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
It just bothers me sometimes.
random inserts. I mean,
It's spiritual.
yeah, just you'll
And
just
what's
have random
spiritual?
inserts. But I think what you're having a tough time grasping is that attraction is not symmetrical between the genders. It's asymmetrical. We value completely different things in opposite gender. You value experience, we value inexperience. We value a woman that has a low body count, you value a guy that has potentially a higher body count from his experience, trials, and tribulations. You value income and status, we don't. Like, we look for completely different things. It's been that way since the beginning of time. And you're saying, well, a guy should want this, and he should want a woman of socioeconomic status, and a guy makes a certain amount of money, he should want this. Should, could, and would are fantastic, but we operate on what is. What is that men don't care about that stuff in general.
I think personally, if you want to find a man,
No guy, no offense, you went to Cornell, Ivy League school, fantastic, but no guy's dick is going to get hard and say, holy shit, go Big Red, I'm so horny for you. They don't care.
My dick got kind of
Because
hard.
here's the truth. Here's the truth. If a man says that, that's one thing. I went to an Ivy League, I'm a higher earner, whatever. If a woman says it, cool, but there's a girl over there, she's 21, she went to FIU, she's hotter, I'm going with her.
Mm.
Men look for completely different things.
I think personally, if you want to find a man for yourself, this is very simple. What does he want? It's that simple. I
Sex
thought
and
you
silence.
guys put your wants on the man and then say, what does he want me? We're telling you what men really want. That's it. That's it. It's not like rocket science. Men want simple things. That's it.
You're absolutely right. And those are the first questions that you need to ask. You
Yeah.
try to when you go on a date with a guy, you just sit there and you just try to find out as much as you can about them. And then you can tell exactly how you can get that
I'll
guy.
save you the headache. Men are very simple.
Yeah.
We all honestly operate under the same thing. The only difference between me and a more regular guy is I could be more honest about my intentions because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
A lot of guys think the way we do. All right. Like some guys go out. If you ask any guy, yo, do you want 5 girls or 1 girl? They're going to say 5 girls. Do you want to have money and fast cars or no cars? Money and fast cars. The only difference is that some guys don't have the means to actually,
Say it.
do it and say it.
Yeah.
Most guys are monogamous out of necessity, not out of want.
Correct. Okay, so what do you mean by more regular guys because you just differentiated, you just separated yourself and put yourself in a completely different class.
What I
than
am
a
saying
lot
is
of
that
people.
me and a guy that makes 50K per year have the same desires. The only difference is I'm able to enact on said desires easier because I have a socioeconomic status and a resources to be able to enact on what I want to do to a higher level because I'm more attractive to a wider demographic of women. He wants to do the same thing, but he might be limited by his social standing, his income, whatever it may be. But if he could trade places with me and do what I'm doing, he would do it. Men are very simple, ladies. You guys are complicating this.
So how did you not just prove my point that socioeconomic status matters?
Because it only matters in one direction.
Yeah.
You're acting as if it matters in both directions, and men don't give a fuck.
Bam.
That's all.
Done.
That's
It's
simple. It's
very
simply that.
simple.
It's done.
What-
It's very simple.
What
For the
men-
30th
what-
time,
what-
men don't care.
Yeah.
That's all. I know I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but men don't care.
Men don't care when it. Okay, so you're telling me men
Ever.
don't care.
Ever.
The men that care.
They don't care.
The men that care are the ones
and
that
you know what I've
are
noticed?
30K
I'm going to break the
here.
third wall here because we've interviewed almost 1,700 girls here.
Holy
What I've come to
shit.
realize is that the older a woman is, no
Older.
offense to you, the more educated she is, the higher status she has, the more prestigious her job or whatever it may be, the more difficult it is for her to grasp this concept that attraction is not symmetrical. Because I get it. You were raised to think men and women are the same. Men want strong, independent women. Your education matters. A guy should get turned on by your accolades. And
I
the
don't
reality
think
is
that at all.
we don't. Well, you
Yeah.
keep arguing for it as if you don't understand, but it's very
No, I'm not arguing for it. But what I'm saying is, once you get past a certain, once, okay, fine, age level, whatever status in life, once you get into a different status in life, there are certain things that do and don't matter to people. And that just
all right.
Well, I
Let's
never
agree
thought
to
I would be an
disagree.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
we'll just
Let's
move
agree to
on.
disagree.
We'll just move on.
This
I
is
don't.
going
I think
nowhere
it-
very fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass the bread time.
Listen,
Uh,
some chats here.
All right. We got here Love You Mara, Justin and Fresh, lady from Saudi Arabia. It's too hard. Sucks to lose any. They're gorgeous women to the streets.
what?
What? I didn't get anything of
What?
it.